God's right hand means kindness. God's left hand means strict judgment and gevura, severity. The Zohar says so. God's right hand is chesed. God's left hand is strict judgment. Now, famous rabbi out there, Rabbi Friedman, says that at the end of the day, our hand is just an analogy for God's hand. God has the real hand. We have the make-believe hand. You two personalities think that Rabbi Maimonides Friedman is telling everyone that God has a big, fat, hairy hand like me. And so they quote the Rambam, and they can quote you all these halachas and say, oh, he just broke the 13 principles of faith. Obviously, a 10-year-old understands that if I have a fake hand and my hand is physical, then God's real hand that doesn't live in this physical world, it's in heaven God lives. If he lives in heaven and heaven is not physical, then the hand that Rabbi Friedman is saying, which is real, is not physical. So he's not a heretic because he's saying that it's not a physical hand. Obviously, a 10-year-old knows that. And what the Rambam is trying to teach us, because people maybe a long time ago didn't understand this, is don't think it's a real physical hand. But the world of Atzilut, where there is the divine sphira, divine attribute of chesed, that's very real. I mean, things can't get more real than they are in Atzilut. And so the chesed of Atzilut, which is created in the image of an Adam, of a man, the spiritual image of a man, the divine image is Atzilut, is the formation of the sphirot in the likeness of a man, which ultimately really means the likeness of Adam Kadmon, which is the highest, the most sublime manifestation of this system of head, arms, legs, and Brit Kodesh, of course. That's Adam Kadmon, because above Adam Kadmon, Hashem himself doesn't have any image, not even the image of a man, because Ein Sof, the essence of Hashem, as he is unto himself, has none of this. So the hand of God, of course, for the Rambam, now we'll start to understand a little bit of a Rambam, because the Rambam understands, and when he talks about God from a philosophical perspective, which he was a great Jewish philosopher, he means Ein Sof, he means the infinite one. He means Hashem, God, as he is unto himself before there even exists a world, before divine chesed exists, before divine kindness or divine severity exists. It's God before all of that. And he wants you to know that God, the essence of God, that's above and before creation, doesn't have a hand, has no hand. He can't have a hand. I mean, he could have whatever he wants, but he doesn't have a hand. But there is a concept of a divine hand. A divine hand is not God's essence. It's godliness revealed. And it's revealed in the world of Atzilut. And over there, the name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, Yud-Kei Vav-Kei is the right hand of God. The name Elokim is the left hand of God. And you better believe that's very real. The world of Atzilut is very real. It's really chesed. It's divine chesed. It's really gevura. It's divine gevura. So there's the God's hand, which is a very real godly hand, which is chesed, which is spiritual and not physical whatsoever. And that's what Maimonides Friedman means. And that's what the Zohar means. That's what Kabbalah means. And that's what the Shla. And there's many Hasidic rabbis. I sat in Shiurim listening to the whole Hasidic approach that this is the real hand. This is not the real